So back in December of 2021, I purchased a cinema camera. It is the cheapest cinema camera that you can buy. It is around $1,200. It's called the Blackmagic Pocket Cinema Camera 4K. I think I got that right. So I purchased this camera, it referenced from a friend, and I really like this camera. It's a great cinema camera. If you own it as well, you know what I'm talking about. Cheapest cinema camera, but it looks perfect. And I made a couple short films on it, and they're on my channel. Maybe a couple, 3 or 4. But I only made 3 or 4. Why did I only make a couple with this camera? What's the story? And I'll get to it and I'll tell you. So I purchased this camera, and my intention with the camera was to make short films and do video work for businesses. And so I buy this camera with the intent of, okay, I'll make the money back buying the camera, doing video work for businesses, and I'll have fun doing it with short films because I love making like little short films and things like that. Maybe you do too if you're watching this video. And so I start doing it. So I start reaching out to do video work for businesses. I start to do that, and almost immediately I realized this is something I just don't want to do. I don't want to do video work for businesses. Whatever. Okay. All right. So that's off the table. Short films. I do like doing short films. It is fun. So I started making a couple short films here and there. They're really bad. I recommend you don't go and watch them. I'll just show a couple clips here. But I started making a couple of short films, and it looks really good. It looks really good. Obviously, the writing and the quality is bad coming from this guy, but the quality of the camera, top tier, amazing. So I'm making these, but I only made a couple, like 3 or 4 in like a 6-month period. What is happening? And how does this relate to the camera? I'm getting there. Well, so I make, 3 to 4 in 6 months. I am extremely demotivated, if that's the word. Like, I'm not motivated to make short films at all with this camera. But it should be the opposite. If I have this awesome looking camera, I should want to make stuff all the time. And after a 6-month period, I just get super demotivated. Why am I so demotivated? Even if that's a word, why am I so demotivated to not make these short films? And I have this professional cinema camera. I decked it all out, a gear and everything. And I stop using the camera, and it starts to collect dust. And for YouTube, I stop making YouTube videos a little bit. I get super demotivated, but I love making videos. This is like my passion. I love shooting, doing things. Why am I so demotivated? And so I let this camera collect dust in the corner for months go by. And finally, I sell the camera. What is going on? Why did I just sell this cinema camera? Why did I sell this cinema camera? I just wasn't using it. I'm like, if I'm not gonna use this camera, I should give it to someone who actually needs it, who actually would like to use it. It's just collecting dust. It's basically eating money away. So I sell this camera, but I still like making YouTube videos. And maybe you're the same. Maybe you make YouTube videos or short films or whatever. And so I sell this camera. And then all of a sudden, something crazy happens, something strange, something I did not predict myself. I start using my iPhone camera. I can't show you because I'm filming this video on the iPhone right now, but I start thinking of video ideas, and I start using my iPhone camera. I start taking it out. I start shooting little movies with the iPhone camera. I start posting them on YouTube. I start posting a lot of them on YouTube. And I start to use my phone, which before, I did not bring this up, I thought was very taboo, no, I can't do that. It looks bad. It doesn't go with the film, the cinematic angle we're getting, the cinematic colors, everything. I'm like, I can't use a phone. And to make matters worse, a little side note, I did not have internet at my house for months. And I still wanted to make videos, so I went to the library and I started editing, and I recorded on my phone, and I was doing this every day, and I got super excited. And maybe you make short films, like I said, maybe you make YouTube videos, but I hope this can relate to you. I became more motivated using my cell phone to film, my little iPhone right here, than I did when I have a whole camera. So it made me realize, like I'm sitting here realizing right now, why is that the case? Why when I had this professional cinema camera, completely decked out, everything was set to go, I was so demotivated and just like, I don't want to do anything. And then when I have no internet and a cell phone, I am making tons of YouTube videos. I had 100 subscribers when I had a cinema camera. Now I have 600. Thank you very much. And I'm just using my phone. You know, this is proof quality does not equal, or effort doesn't equal quality, or whatever. You know what I'm trying to say. But I just want to ponder this with you guys. I just want to talk out loud. Why was I so demotivated when I had everything? I'm going to buy a camera. I'm going to buy a cinema camera. Once I have a cinema camera, everything will be complete. Why was I so demotivated when I had that dream? When I had the dream of what everybody wanted. And then when I didn't, when I had these limitations, why did I work harder? Why did I film more? And yes, I'll get to the point. I'll stop rambling here. It's about limitations. I kind of gave it away in my little speech here. Limitations breed creativity. 100%. 100%. When I had this cinema camera, not only was it very difficult to use, it wasn't difficult. If you know how to use a camera, you can do it. But all the little things that go into it, okay, get the focus right, we got to set the tripod up, okay, get it rolling, do this. The lens, I had like a 50 millimeter lens, which it was just a 50 millimeter lens. So I didn't have a zoom lens, and that was so annoying. And you have to stick it up, and it's huge and bulky. No wonder I was so demotivated. This camera is a pain to use. It's pain. And if I'm being honest with myself, and if you're watching this video, maybe you have the same opinion, I don't really care what the shot looks like. I only care if the film is fun or the story's fun, right? I'm gonna say it. I like Marvel. I like action movies, things like that. I'm not an art guy. I don't care how it looks. I just care if it makes me laugh, if it's funny. And I treat the same way with my videos, that level of quality. If you watch my videos, they're terrible. They're terrible, and they're only gonna get worse from here. So I recommend you don't watch any of them. Just kidding, watch them all. But I go on these little rants, and I forget what I was gonna say previously, but limitations or something like that, right? Limitations breed creativity. When I had this cell phone, okay, you have, I keep running out of storage too, so I got limited storage. It's filming 30 FPS, 24 FPS. It's gonna look bad regardless. You know, what can we do? How do we make it work, you know? I just pressed record, and I'm just talking to the camera because, real quick, I have to make a video before midnight. I set this little challenge for myself. See, this is a limitation too. I put the goal on myself to make 100 videos before December 31st, and I have to upload at midnight and noon every single day. And if I don't, I'm not gonna get killed or anything, but just that little thing in my brain like, oh, you messed up, you failed, you can't do this. So I have to do that. I put a limitation on myself. I need a deadline every day, upload a video regardless of the quality. Because if I didn't, I probably wouldn't make a video, make a film, make anything if I didn't have these deadlines. And that's a reason also when I had this cinema camera that I didn't really get a whole lot of stuff done, was because you have the best quality. You can upload it whenever you want. It's already super good, so there's nothing you can do to make it better. You know what I'm trying to get at. I'm not the most eloquent speaker here, but just when I have this iPhone camera, it looks not that great already, so how do we make it work? What do we do? I don't want to waste too much of your time. I'm kind of rambling a little bit, but just the bottom line, I'm just trying to say limitations breed creativity. The iPhone is just easier to use, even though it's limited, and when I had a cinema camera, it just didn't work. It just didn't work. I hope other people in the comments can relate to this experience, because I'm not saying it the best I probably should, but I'm very thankful you've gotten this far in the video. I really am. I won't waste any more of your time though. My name's Connor, and I upload every day at noon and midnight until December 31st, because I'm trying to hit 100 videos. That's my pitch to check out my channel, but that's okay if you don't. But if you do check it out, I'll see you tomorrow, because that's my little outro I'm trying to start. So I'll see you tomorrow.